Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. If you're new here, I appreciate you stopping by to hang out. Pretty much what we do is just if you have any questions, any topics that you want to talk about, feel free to throw them in the live chat. Hello to Crypt Technology and hello to B Honeyboo. Nice to see you guys here. Mike, welcome. I'm doing pretty well. I hope you're doing well as well. B, I'm doing good. Thank you. Happy to be doing a live stream tonight. Hopefully we can get some good cryptocurrency topics to talk about, good questions, stuff like that. And hey, as you can see on screen here, we're seeing a lot of green on the heat map here, so that's always good to see. Cryptocurrency's been going up like crazy the last roughly 24-36 hours here. We've seen Bitcoin hit all-time highs, Ethereum, Dogecoin up over 9 cents. Looks like it's about 9.3 cents right now, which is crazy. Litecoin 265. Simon, hi. Nice to see you. Okay, a little bit of a name change there, but yeah, nice to see you back. And yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking great. Yeah, so I mean, it was really nice when I woke up this morning and checked the prices and everything. I was like, oh my goodness, Bitcoin going up $1,000 is cool, but then you get coins like Litecoin that's up, to 265. Ethereum's up a couple $100. ADA's up 20 cents from when I looked yesterday sometime. Dogecoin, of course, up 9.3 cents. It was a little small there, but that's really cool. XRP is doing really well. I don't personally have XRP, but I know a lot of people do, so nice to see that going up as well. Tron, 14 cents. That's really cool. So a lot of the big cryptocurrencies are going up in price, which is really, really nice to see. A lot of people thought that we might be even, a little bit behind the bull market and kind of headed towards the bear market. But here we are going up again. So HNS, I'm not familiar with Handshake. I'd have to look into that a little bit more. And Mike, I am not sure if XRP won their lawsuit. Let's find out. Lawsuit. Because I am not sure. Okay, yeah, it looks like about 12 hours ago, another win for XRP in the SEC versus Ripple. That was 2 days ago, and it looks like Ripple executives filed to dismiss the SEC lawsuit as the XRP price soars. So, now I haven't read any of these articles. I just did that quick Google search you saw there. I don't know, what's in these or if it's credible, but it looks like, there was some good news for the cryptocurrencies. So definitely really cool here. I'm just kind of skimming through to see if there's anything that I notice. But yeah, I mean, XRP's been going up really well. Let's see. You said, I think they don't have to provide any PAP. Paper, so XRP is in the clear for now. That's what it's looking like. Like I said on the old channel, as well as I think I've said it on a couple streams and in a couple videos on here, regardless of what you think about cryptocurrency, regardless of what you think about XRP as a team or a project, this is a huge win for crypto. I think we would have been in for an interesting ride if XRP lost that lawsuit in any way. But I'm really happy to see that it looks like for the time being we're okay, or at least XRP is okay. And like I said, I don't have any XRP, which, it's up 20%, so that kind of sucks, but I don't have any of it. I did in the past, but, for various reasons I did decide to get out of the project and didn't really like the coin too much anyways, so definitely nice to see it going up, though. There's a lot more money in crypto than I think our last live stream. Even just looking at the traditional coin market cap here, you can see we've got almost a $2.2 trillion market cap, that's just crazy. Bitcoin's 1.1 trillion, getting close to 1.2 trillion. I mean, we've still got quite a ways to go, but definitely really, really cool to see it go up. And the dominance is about 54% right now for Bitcoin, 12% for Ethereum. So I know last time we talked about that a little bit, but it's looking good. Like I said, I think we have a lot more room to grow. And I did hear, actually, that they had said $400,000 Bitcoin at Bloomberg. Yeah, so Bloomberg predicted that there could be a $400,000 Bitcoin before the end of 2021. This article says by 2022. So I had seen 2021 this morning, but yeah, Q4 of 2021. So that's not very far away. I mean, it's a few months, but I'll wait a few months if Bitcoin's going to be $400,000. So, Crypt Technology here said, I'm going to Consensus by the CoinDesk in May. Should find out some really good info from that virtual conference. Have I looked into it? I actually have not. I'll have to look into that here. Let me grab that and throw it into Google here. Okay. Yeah, well, I may have to register for this then. I mean, this would be really cool to go to and just kind of get some additional information on cryptocurrency. It's always nice to learn what's going on in crypto and kind of figure out, what the future looks like with cryptocurrency. And CoinDesk is a great source of fairly reputable cryptocurrency news. It's all crypto related, so they've got cryptocurrency in mind. It's not some of these other news outlets that are just reporting on cryptocurrency and how crazy it is. But I'll have to see if I can register for that and get in there, because that sounds actually pretty interesting. Looks like they've got like all access keynotes, sessions, AMAs, live networking. Yeah, I mean, that would be really cool. So should definitely be interesting. Yeah, but yeah, if you're gonna be there, I'll try and get into this event here, because that looks pretty cool. So yeah, and I wanted to. I know it looks like we've got 5 people online here. I know a few people are talking, but again, huge thank you to everybody who is here. The new YouTube channel is doing really, really well. Not quite as good as we were on the other channel, but it's growing very, very nicely. I just checked before the stream started. We have about 780 of the required 4,000 hours to be watched, so we're still a little bit away from that goal, but we're over halfway there on the subscribers, and I've been noticing a large jump in hours every day. It's been getting about 20 to 30 hours, and today was 35 to 40 hours per day, which is a really good growth rate, I think. Like I said, I was hoping my goal would be to be partners with YouTube, by middle of May, early to middle May, which I think is still possible. We're about halfway through April, but I really appreciate all the help that the community here, tuning into the live streams, watching the pre-recorded videos. Mike, I know I respond to a lot of your comments. I think you watch almost all my videos, but yeah, it's going really well, and like I said, my goal is to get back to where we were on the old channel, and we're headed in the right direction. So I appreciate the support. I've been trying to keep up with the daily videos, and 2 or 3 live streams a week, which is it's quite a bit of work, but hey, I'm glad it's starting to work out, and hopefully we can get there sooner. So as cryptocurrency continues to go up, if we have another big run on Bitcoin, if it goes from $63,000 to $100,000, I'm sure we'll get a bunch of new search results as people are Googling cryptocurrency. How do I get Bitcoin? Trying to find some of the things like the faucet videos that I have, talking about different faucets and how to get free Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So definitely cool. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the live chat. I'd be happy to try and answer it, or if there's any topics or anything you guys want to talk about, again, I'm open to talking about, cryptocurrency, technology, anything like that, anything that seems interesting. So, if you're new here, I know it looks like we have 6 people. To those of you, if you're new here, that's pretty much what we do, is just anything in the live chat, and there's nothing really planned for the streams here, just kind of talking about crypto and what it's doing. So looking at the charts here, it's doing really well, and I think, like I said in some of the previous streams, I think we have a lot of room to continue growing. $10,000 Ethereum, I think, is definitely possible. I think we could easily see a $1,000 to $4,000 Litecoin. Dogecoin, who knows? You know, it's interesting. Dogecoin's just doing its own thing, but helium. That's actually an interesting topic. Let's see. Definitely need to chat about the Coinbase direct offering. Yeah, we can talk about that as well. Helium, though, I've done some more research on it, and it looks really, really cool, and I'd like to be a part of it. I was waiting to do a video on the device, but that may be not possible. But basically, what I did is after the last live stream, I kind of looked up some videos on it, read some articles, read through the website a little bit more in depth. It's a really, really cool project, and it's got a great use case. The only issue with getting into it is you have to purchase the radios. Now, the radios, run anywhere from what I was able to find was about $300 US all the way up to $1,000 or more US, which $300, $300 to $400 for what people are getting from them is not a bad deal. If I could get one today and have it ship within the next, few days to a week, I would. But the issue that I ran into was I could purchase one for about $400, but it's not going to ship for anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks. That's not shipping time. It may ship. So, you could get it and it'll say, ships in 8 weeks. Well, 8 weeks from now, what's Helium going to be doing? Is it still going to be making the same amount of money? Is it, it was just too much of a risk with the nature of cryptocurrency for me to go out and spend that kind of money on it. But I see you said you have 20 hotspots. I mean, that's really cool. I'm sure you're making quite a bit off of that from what I've seen on YouTube, so that's really nice to hear. But and yeah, you said 409 is the cheapest. So I actually came across something. Someone in my Discord sent me a link and said, hey, have you heard about this? Let me pull it up here because it was, well, here, I won't show my private chats in Discord, but basically I was like, well, I haven't heard of this, but let me check it out. And it's this company called, I'm going to pronounce it Emirate. I believe that's how it's pronounced, but you never know. Now, if you're in this, you may have heard of this company, and I'll kind of talk about why I decided to go with it and kind of where I'm at with the company. This is part of the Helium network, and what they do is you get a free cool spot. Now, that's their name for their miner on the Helium network. Delivered straight to your doorstep, no cost, no hidden fees, nothing like that. You said you talked with them, so I'll be interested to hear your opinion on it. So, I was like, learn more, read through this website. I'm just kind of skimming through. I'm not going to read it all. But I get down to the bottom here, and it was, join the community. Oh, whoops, that was the Discord. That was the wrong link. But, I guess I clicked the Order Now button. And then what you do is you can sign in, and I went through the process and ordered the thing. I can 100% guarantee that there was no hidden fees. I did not have to enter, a credit card. I didn't have to pay any cryptocurrency. I didn't have to set up PayPal. Nothing like that. I was really surprised when I hit confirm and it said your order has been confirmed. I was like, well, what the heck? But as you said there, they give 20%, which to me was completely fine. I'm 100% okay with them, taking 80% of the profit. I get 20%. And I just host the node, because at this rate, they had guaranteed a 5 to 8 day shipping at zero cost. Find a better deal on any sort of miner or anything in cryptocurrency. It's crazy, and I thought, sure, I might only be getting $20, $30 a month off of this. But that's $20, $30 a month I wasn't getting anyways. And a lot of people I saw were, hating on this company because they take so much of a cut. I'm sitting here thinking this is a great business model. You can't buy these radio hotspots without a 2 to 3 month waiting period or paying a crazy amount of money up front. Why are you upset that there's a company out there taking 80% of the profits and paying you 20% just to have a little thing plugged in using, 5 watts of power. So unfortunately, I received an email from them today saying it was not eligible in my area. So I don't believe I'm going to be getting one. And you said it's 5 to 10 days from when they get the device. So that's interesting. I had not seen that. But I had seen a lot of other people online saying, I've got it, it works, I'm getting paid. You know, for me, I'd take whatever cut they're going to give me, I'll take it, because it's free cryptocurrency, basically. It's not like you're setting up a mining rig that's going to use a ton of power. You know, you could really pretty much set this up and forget about it. You're not going to notice it on your power bill. You probably won't notice it that much in your house. So, unfortunately, they're not going to send me one as of the last email I received from them. And yet, like you said, it's definitely worth it. And I saw a ton of people hating on this company, saying they're scamming you. And I'm like, from what I've seen, there's no way that this is a scam. I provided my shipping address, my name, and that was it. No credit card, no, deposit. Exactly. A hotspot is better than no hotspot. Take 90%, pay me out 10%. That's my thought on it, is I'm still getting cryptocurrency that I wasn't getting in the first place. So I'm going to try and work with the company to see if I can get the hotspot miner. At this time, it does not look like I'm going to be getting it, and I just checked my inbox. I do not have another email from them yet. But if I can get one, I will definitely do a review on it and, talk about it. But I would love to get into the Helium project and the network, because it looks like not only does it have really good payouts, but it's a really cool project, and I think it has a real use case, whereas some of these other cryptocurrencies, they've got a use case, but is it something that's really needed? Where I can see a real need for what Helium is doing. So that's my personal opinion on the project. I wish I could get a miner to review and set up, but at this point, I don't think I can. At least not for a good amount of time or a reasonable price. So, those are kind of my thoughts on Helium. But yeah, the Emirate seemed to be promising, and like I said, I will continue working with the company and keep you guys updated. Oh yeah, so you're saying no scam. People are upset because they're finding out they could have bought a hotspot on their own and get 100%. But yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is, you got to kind of think about it, is, for me, I don't mind if I could buy a hotspot, for about $400 to $500 and get it within a reasonable amount of time. For me, I would say, the order's placed, you wait maybe a week for the shipping to be confirmed and another 5 days for it to ship, so about 2 weeks in total wait time. I would strongly consider and most likely get one, but for, $400, $500, and they're basically saying, you're going to get it when you get it. Don't complain. To me, that's, not the best investment, especially in something as volatile as cryptocurrency, because who knows where the Helium price will be in 2 months when my device might just ship, and even then it might take another 2 weeks to get to me. So if Helium loses half its value for some reason, well, your device that you just spent $400 on 2 months ago is now making half as much money, and you still don't have it. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. And it's the same as, GPU mining, ASIC mining. It's, you can't get the hardware, so you can't mine. So when I came across the Emirate, I was like, I don't really care. They're going to set it up for me. Pretty much what I saw is I just have to plug it in, set it up, and connect it to the app, and I'll get the monthly payments. So, unfortunately at this time it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting one. But if I do manage to get one, I will definitely do a video review, setting it up, and talk about the company. But, to anybody who is interested in getting into the project, check out Emirate. Like I said, from what I saw, it's not a scam. I just provided the information they asked for. And, if they were advertising a free device and then all of a sudden needed credit cards or PayPal or something like that, then I would not have followed through with it. But they never asked for it. So I'll throw the link to Emirate in the live chat, just in case anybody is interested in checking it out, because it is a cool company, and it allows you to get into the Helium network and start earning those coins pretty much for free. So definitely really, really cool. But yeah, you had mentioned the Coinbase direct offering. That is tomorrow, the 14th. Let's see. I saw that Coinbase IPO. Let's see if they have a price. Wow, referenced at 250 a share. I saw that analysts were valuing the company at about $100 billion. So, wow, $250 per share ahead of the Wednesday's direct listing. So, which would value the company at about 65 billion. So that's a little lower than the 100 billion I saw this morning. But I will definitely be paying attention to this. So, Coinbase set to become the first major cryptocurrency to go public. It should reach 100 billion market cap and will instantly be the country's 85th most valuable company. So, yeah, I mean, $200 to $250, that's not a bad price. I do plan to try and get some of it. I'll be interested to see what happens because, I had been talking with some people on Discord and they were saying, well, why would you buy Coinbase stock if you could just buy Bitcoin? Well, in my opinion, why would you not buy Coinbase stock if you're in cryptocurrency? If you're in cryptocurrency to make money, then you believe that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are the future and it's a good investment. Coinbase, all they do is cryptocurrency. So if you're not trusting enough to invest in a company that works with cryptocurrency, then you shouldn't be trusting enough to work with crypto. And I know that only goes so far because, they can do, illegal things and, companies have that happen all the time. But, Coinbase, I think, is a reputable company. They've got millions and billions of dollars. Let's see, all right, revenue, ninefold, 1.8 billion in revenue, which, I mean, that's crazy. So, yeah, do both, exactly. Invest in traditional companies, invest in cryptocurrency, and now it's becoming more and more likely that you can invest in cryptocurrency companies in the stock market. If you own Tesla stock, you have exposure to Bitcoin because Tesla's got an absurd amount of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So, you're not directly investing in a company that only does cryptocurrency, but you are exposed to crypto because of Tesla. So, and I mean, eventually I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Apple starts accepting Bitcoin and other crypto. I know Dell accepts Bitcoin already, and they have for a while. I don't know if Microsoft does. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. So, Coinbase, one of the biggest exchanges from at least fiat to crypto, and I think it's a good investment both for cryptocurrency as well as Coinbase as a company. So, but definitely really cool, and I think it'll be interesting to see what happens to the cryptocurrency market prices tomorrow when the IPO goes out. So I know the U.S. market's open at 9:30 Eastern time, so I don't know if that's when it goes, but we'll see. Should be interesting. So let's see. You said you can buy Tesla on Binance. I did not know that. Let's go to Binance. Log in. Oh, I don't have to log in. Let's just trade. I did not know that you could buy Tesla. Whoops, TSL. No record found. Was that a joke or like a real thing, or is there like a Tesla coin? You said, yeah, on Binance. But yeah, I have not heard of that. TE. I'd help if I can spell TESLA. It doesn't look like they are popping up for me here, so I don't know if it's maybe not on the. I'm on the U.S. market here, so. But yeah, I had not heard about that because Binance I thought was just a cryptocurrency exchange, not a brokerage for stocks and all that. Something like E-Trade or Schwab or something like that. But okay, you just saw it somewhere. Yeah, I just looked there. I didn't see anything, but I'm guessing it might have been like a Tesla coin because I had not seen. Yeah, there's mirrored Tesla, so I'm guessing this is probably the price of Tesla, which, yeah, it looks like about their closing price today. I would say it's probably fake, especially if it's on Binance, because nothing was coming up for me. But I don't know. I mean, you never know. It could still be real, and I'm just really bad at finding it. You never know. But yeah, no, I mean that's definitely something to look out for. I mean, I don't know if there'll be more, cryptocurrencies showing up on the traditional markets. I know, like, Vanguard and Fidelity have funds with cryptocurrency in it, or if we'll start seeing stocks on the cryptocurrency exchanges. But still definitely interesting. But yeah, no. If anybody else has any questions, looks like we have 4 people in here. So again, I appreciate everybody for being here. We started out with about 7 or 8 people right off the bat, and it looks like most of them left. But no problem. Like I said, I enjoy talking with you guys. If you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, I know we kind of went over helium and Tesla, Coinbase. Kind of tomorrow should be an interesting day in crypto, I think, as well as the markets. The stock markets and all that, because I think today the markets were generally up, which is good. But I'll be interested to see what Coinbase does, and what the price of Coinbase IPOs at, and like you said, about $200 to $250. But they're saying it should reach $100 billion market cap, which will be really, really nice to see, especially if you are able to purchase some. The price would be around 343. Oh, this is comparing to like Spotify, Slack, Roblox, stuff like that. But how do I like CryptoTab? Do I use it? I do not use it. I have in the past. I think it's an interesting program. I didn't really like the way that it ran on the computer because it used your CPU to mine, which of course is what it's going to do. I didn't really like it just because I guess pretty much was just putting a lot of strain on the CPU when, it's easier, if you were looking to mine and wanted to get into mining a little bit further than CryptoTab, I would recommend NiceHash, because if you have a GPU, it allows you to use that and kind of control it a little bit more. Whereas CryptoTab, I haven't used it in a while, I'll say that, but I did notice that, I would have the mining set to off, but my CPU was still being used by the browser in what I thought was more than a browser should use, so I don't have it installed on my computers anymore. But it is a good way to kind of mine on a lot of different devices. Last time I looked into it was probably a year and a half ago, but back then you could at least mine on multiple devices. I think you could mine on iPhone, Android, the mobile platforms, as well as Mac and PC. You may have even been able to run it on Linux as well, but I prefer to mine, through something like NiceHash, or more in-depth, either using the command line miner, like something like LOL Miner or Team Red Miner, something like that. Or, move to something like Hive OS, which is what I run both my rigs on. So, but you said that you mine HNS and Litecoin. I have NiceHash on my other PC with the 3060. Wow. Well, congratulations on getting a 30 series card. I am still trying. Not really trying much anymore because I've kind of given up, but I do still have notifications on to try and get a 3060 or better, 3060 Ti or better, but it's not easy because everywhere is sold out, and I'll get the notification that Newegg's got one, or Amazon has one. By the time I get there, it's sold out, so it's like, geez, the bots out there are crazy. But GPU mining's doing really well. Both my rigs are, for the most part, stable. I say that because one of my rigs constantly reboots the miner. I don't know why, but, it's down for about 30 seconds, every 6 to 8 hours. So, and for me, 30 seconds every 6 hours doesn't impact the mining payouts at all. And it was easier to just say, whatever, it runs fine. And it's stable, so I'll take that little reboot every 6 to 8 hours. But Secret was buying a pre-built PC. I thought about that. The only thing was I would be able to justify buying a pre-built PC with a 30 series card in it overpaying, you know, $1,500 for a 3080 or something like that. That's, you know, double MSRP. Because at least then you're getting a PC out of it. You know, the only thing is I don't have a use for another PC. Trust me, I have enough. You know, the PC that's streaming this right now is pretty much what a top tier computer could be without moving to the Threadripper platform. I need to update the GPU. Right now it's a 1060. The only reason it's not something better is all the better GPUs are on a mining rig. And a 1060 works just fine for me in editing and uploading videos, so I don't mind it. But you can get a pre-built PC with a GPU for a cheaper price, or at least a better price, because there are a lot of custom PC companies with inventory to sell. I mean, that's a good point. And like I said, the only thing is I just don't need all the other parts, which, I mean, I guess you could sell a pre-built PC on eBay, but then again, if it's an AMD build, you know, that PC is almost useless without a graphics card, because it you know, AMD doesn't have the right packages on it to run integrated graphics. But this is Task Manager here. I have the 3900X 12-core processor, overclocked. I have it sitting at 4.3 gigahertz, stable. I've blue screened once since building this PC, and the reason was I tried to render a video, and the CPU fans on the cooler did not spin up, and the CPU hit, I think, like 120 degrees, and it blue screened. Don't know why. It's done that one time in almost a year of having this PC. So, 64 gigs of RAM. I could upgrade that to 128, and with the After Effects work I have been doing, I may need to. If you've used After Effects, you know what I'm talking about. Disk is just a 1 terabyte SSD, NVMe. Ethernet, whatever, and then, like I said, the 1060 6GB is what I have right now. But, you know, the 1060 could be upgraded. That would be the first thing I would upgrade. I could go to a 5950X, but I don't need more cores. 12 is, you know, pretty good, but and then, like, I could move to, like, the 5950X or the 5900X, but I built this right around last year this time. And, you know, at the time, the 3900X was pretty much the best you could go. Like I said, the 3950X is a little bit better, but Ryzen 7 32 gigs, I mean, that's still a great build. You know, I wanted to build this one with future-proof, I guess I'll say it like that. You know, I can upgrade the RAM to 128 gigs if needed, because I have a 64 gig kit, and there's still 2 slots available. It's built on an X570 board from ASRock, which was a lucky find. And then it has another M.2 slot that I could put another SSD in, plus a whole plethora of SATA connectors that I could use if I needed more storage, but I do most of my storage over the network anyways. And yeah, I mean, this is an absolute beast. It runs every program I need, you know, without any issues. Like I said, the only issue I had was the one time that the fans didn't spin up on the cooler for, you know, some unknown reason, which I have to fight with the cooler, it looks like, because we're sitting at 70 degrees on all the cores right now, so I don't know why. My fan curve might be a little messed up, but tough gaming board. So yeah, I mean, that's, you know, sounds like a great build, and like I said, really the only thing that this is lacking is a newer graphics card, and I know that if I was to get anything in the 30 series, it wouldn't go into this PC, it would be mining, just because they're making so much mining. So, you know, if I was able to score like a 3080, 3070, 3060 Ti, that would, you know, go on an empty slot on mining rig number 2 to get some extra mega hashes on Ethereum. But, which is why I'm not really trying super hard, because I don't need to upgrade the GPU in this computer, and I don't need to purchase more GPUs for mining. I'll say it like that. If I could, and, you know, if GPUs were at MSRP, let's see. Hopefully you guys can still see me. I just got a notification that OBS disconnected, so someone put in the chat if you can still hear me. It looks like it reconnected. I don't know what happened. Interesting. But, hey, it says we're still going, so if I see a chat come through that said, hey, what happened? But I'll just keep going here. But you said you might need some more exhaust fans if it's running warm. I mean, I've had the same setup for, like I said, about a year now. I don't know. I was messing around. You can hear the screen froze. Hopefully it comes back. It should. It says it did, but it says excellent connection on YouTube now. So I may need to dust it out. That's definitely a potential. I have a Corsair H100i, which, I mean, we can pull up the program that controls that here. So you can see my curve here. I was messing with it right before we started. I had this a little bit lower, just to try and keep it quieter. Okay, cool. Glad we were able to come back. But you can see we're running about 400 RPM on the fans, and the pump is, 2300. So I could probably, I mean, let's try and bring it up to like 75%. See what happens. I don't know how to save in this program, so enter, maybe. I don't know. But we'll see if that brings it down, because I know they spin up all the time when I'm rendering videos, and it cools down, but it's been, about 4 or 5 months since I dusted it out, so it may need to be dusted. Because my friend, who has an almost identical build to this one, was having some issues with his cooler, so I was messing around with this program. So I might have messed something up in the program here the other day when I was helping him out, but yeah, Corsair is a great product. If people were looking to get into liquid cooling without doing a custom loop, the H100i, highly recommend it. Works great. The only reason I didn't do a custom loop is I still move too many times, and draining and refilling a custom water cooling loop would just become too painful. Too many chances for error. But eventually I want to do a custom loop, and eventually I would like to do a hardline loop, but, I've never done that before, so that will be interesting. So, maybe in the future, if you're interested, I could always, if I decide to do a liquid cool loop custom, I could always do a video on it on the channel here, but, that's very far in the future, so. It does not have the LCD screen for the fan output. It just has an LED ring on the actual block, and I couldn't bring myself. I was standing in the store and I couldn't bring myself to buy the one that had the LED fans, because it was it was probably like another $50 to $80 more for the one that had 2 LED fans, when the only difference was that they had LEDs. And I was like, that's completely pointless. This one comes with fans that are, regular colored, no LEDs, nothing. They're going to be on the front of the case where I can't even see them anyways because of my case. So, I wasn't going to spend the extra money. So, but yeah, I've got 3 extra cooling fans plus the 2 on the radiator. So it's got good airflow and all that. Like I said, I've just got to mess around with the IQ software a little bit, but building custom PCs is fun. Yeah, and if I ever, go for water cooling, I've never done it myself, but I wouldn't be too afraid to do it. I'm sure I could figure it out pretty easily. I've watched enough videos on it, but, like I said, with an AIO like this, you're not going to get much of a benefit on water cooling custom. It would just look cool, and that's all that I would probably do it for, just because, custom loop would be cool, especially if it was hard-lined, but that's even harder, so. But, I'm really happy with this build. I switched, like I said, I believe last May or June, to doing all my YouTube work on Windows, which, this is the first Windows computer that I've had that's really capable of high-end video editing and After Effects and all of that, where I've had Windows laptops that can run, Premiere Pro okay. Takes a while to render, but, this is great, and I do most of my editing in Resolve now, because I don't want to pay for Adobe, but then I ended up getting After Effects anyways, so, but, yeah, no, and then I have my laptop, which is a MacBook Pro, for Final Cut, and, all of that, because I originally started Bitcoin Tips on a Mac Mini, which at the time was the cheapest computer that Apple sold. It shipped with an i5, a quad-core i5, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and a 500 gig hard drive. That was what I learned how to edit videos on with Final Cut Pro, and started Bitcoin Tips back in 2015, and eventually, upgraded that computer to have 16 gigs of RAM and an SSD. And then I got my MacBook, and then I built this computer. So definitely cool. But so I want to do an immersion cooling ASIC farm. Want to try it out with a fish tank. An immersion product should be fun using an Antminer L3 Plus. Definitely let me know how that goes, because I almost did that with my T9 Plus. I almost did it, but cool, awesome, working on improving. What's your YouTube channel? I don't know if we've talked about that, but let me know what your YouTube channel is. I'd be interested to check it out. But yeah, if you do a video on that, I'd be really interested to see it, because I thought about doing an immersion cooling with my T9 Plus and ended up not doing it because I would have had to buy the fish tank, I would have had to buy, the radiator, the tubing, the pump, the oil, and the miner itself. I was trying to think there while I was copying your thing, but the miner itself wasn't making much money and using an incredible amount of electricity, so definitely interesting. But yeah, well, definitely cool. Guys, shout out here. I'm sorry, there's only 4 people, and you're one of them. But make sure to subscribe here. Check it out. I'm sure you're doing great videos. Very early status of it, nothing good yet, just a few videos. Hey, we all have to start somewhere. I'll be interested, because I see you've got some helium stuff on your channel, so I'll be really interested to keep up with that. I'm in a private window, or I would subscribe, so I'll have to follow you. But I'll be interested to see your channel grow and all that. But yeah, if you ever have any YouTube questions, feel free to message me either in Discord, or, I plan to do these for a while. I'm pretty comfortable with YouTube after probably almost 10 years of uploading videos, and I guess you could say 5 years of successfully uploading videos, if you count the old channel. I actually just joined on the team of Ninja Faucet to be managing their YouTube channel, so I'm going to be doing videos for them and video reviews and all that, which tomorrow's video, for the 4 of you who are here, will be a Ninja Faucet review with the updates that they've done. So I look forward to helping build their community, and, hopefully getting some people from there to come over to Bitcoin Tips, because, like I said, the channel's growing really well, and I'm hoping to get it to be partners here, within the next month, which I think is doable, but, we have to wait and see, so. But Simon, Crypt Technology, I don't know what you want to be called, but, Crypt Technology, I appreciate all the interaction. I know it's just kind of you and me here today. Mike might still be in here just hanging out, but I appreciate the chats, and I'm glad we were able to kind of talk about a few topics you wanted to talk about. Helium looks interesting, and I'll definitely probably be doing a video tomorrow for upload on Thursday with the Coinbase IPO, so keeping that up. But yeah, thanks. I'm sure I'll be able to get there eventually. If it'll be in the next month and a half, I don't know, but definitely, by midsummer, I would be shocked if I wasn't able to get there. But Simon, if that's what you want to be called, I'll 100% call you Simon. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know if you're a part of the Discord, but usually I have my Discord open on both my desktop and laptop, pretty much wherever I am. So if you ever have any questions, want to chat, feel free to message in the Discord channel, or direct message me on Discord, because that's where I'll respond most. And then, like I said, Tuesday nights, for the time being, seems to be working great for me. We get some people here. I got to try and do one, midday on the weekends, see if more people join. So maybe this weekend we'll see what I'm doing. Yeah, feel free to send a message. Right now it's open, so I can just check it out and, be friends with you on Discord as well. So definitely cool to see you starting up a YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll, eventually grow some followers. I think the best tip that I can give you that helped me with growing Bitcoin Tips originally, when you're going to title your video, think about what you would be searching if you wanted to find what your video was about. And pretty much what I did is I would title my videos whatever I would type into Google. And that'll help you get found a little bit more. And then, you know, there's a ton of free courses, free YouTube videos on SEO. Definitely spend some time, you know, looking into that and figuring out how the tags and the description work. And it'll help you grow really well. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye out and, you know, giving shout outs here and there, you know, as you grow. So definitely cool to help out some other people in YouTube. But other than that, if there's nothing else, I'll probably get ready to wrap this up here. Again, I enjoyed talking with you guys. We had a few questions at the beginning, and then, you know, we talked about a couple different topics in crypto, and I think it'll be an interesting few days as Coinbase IPOs and, you know, cryptocurrency's already up really well. Bitcoin's almost 5% up. So, oh my goodness, Dogecoin's nearing 10 cents. Well, I'll be interested to see how this goes, but let's see. No thanks. Okay, yep, I see. I just went ahead and added you a friend request, Simon. So, video naming tip, yeah. Well, I'll message you on Discord here in a little while, just with some thoughts after the stream today. But yeah, have a nice night. Chat with you in Discord. Sounds good. But other than that, thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate you taking some time to be here. And I will see you guys in the next live stream and the next pre-recorded video. Thanks for showing up, and have a nice rest of your evenings. Bye.